been so long, but I missed you, and we're back with another Fresh Friday tip coming to you live. So today I want to talk to you guys about optimal hydration. And what spurred this Fresh Friday was not only is it hotter than Africa outside, so friggin' hot out. I'm in sunny South Florida and it is so hot. But also a friend of mine started carrying around, he's coming to carry around this jug of a gallon of water. So I was like, that might be a little much for you, we have to figure it out. So I wanted to talk about hydration, and I thought it would be helpful because I don't want any of you guys to collapse of dehydration out there. It's just so hot. So one of the things that we need, we don't just need water, we need electrolytes. Sometimes people drink way too much water and they end up with something called hyponatremia, which is low sodium in the blood, and it's because of overhydrating your body. So how much water do we really need? Well, when it all comes down to it, we need half of our body weight in ounces, plus an additional 16 ounces, 2 cups, for every pound of body weight lost during sweat, or if you're breastfeeding, if you're pregnant, if you are prone to dehydration, you need an additional 2 cups plus half your body weight in ounces. And so basically, to tell if you're hydrated, your urine should be a pale yellow, like a very pale yellow. Talking about urine, I talk about poop and urine, it's normal for me, but it should be like a very light pale yellow, unless you just took a B vitamin or a multivitamin that's gonna make it like fluorescent yellow. So like highlighter yellow. So another thing is people always ask me is, Nicole, what kind of water should I drink? Should I drink bottled water, spring water, blah, blah, blah. So I think the best water to drink is any kind of reverse osmosis water that's been filtered through a carbon-based filter. And you're better off drinking distilled water versus spring water, because spring water has been shown to have a lot of contaminants in it. Multiple contaminants, including heavy metals, which we have to detox out of our body, and we're going to be doing that in September. So I'm excited for that. So a lot of other questions that I get is, well, one huge question I get is like, okay, Nicole, since I'm drinking water and I'm drinking water and I'm drinking water, why am I still thirsty? Like, I'm so thirsty and I keep drinking water. Well, you could be lacking in electrolytes, because our body is not just 60% water, it's 60% water and electrolytes, it's just 60% fluid, it's not strictly water. So, little pop quiz, what are 3 naturally occurring electrolytes? Do you know? Fruits, vegetables, and sea salt. So those are naturally occurring electrolytes, and sure, we can get enough if our diet is rich in those things and low in processed food and table salt or processed sodium. So that is important to keep in mind, because most people don't get the proper amount of fruits and vegetables. I mean, are you eating 9 servings of fruits and vegetables a day? Are you having no processed food? So most of us are not, so that's why it's important to supplement your diet with an electrolyte supplement. Because a lot of people think it's just sodium and potassium that are the electrolytes, but there's actually 6 main electrolytes in our body. So we have sodium, chloride, potassium, magnesium, calcium, and phosphate. And those are really important to replete as well, not just, putting a little salt, sea salt on your food or eating a banana. It might not be enough. It might be enough. You have to see how you feel. But basically, if you are getting the right amount of electrolytes and the right amount of fluids, you'll feel energetic and you won't feel thirsty despite how much water you're drinking. So how much of these electrolytes do you take? My favorite one is Clean Electrolytes by Douglas Labs, Clean with a K, and it's a pharmaceutical grade electrolyte supplement. And I usually take 1 a day on the norm. Otherwise, I take 2 a day in the summer months, or if I've had a heavy workout, or if I go take a hot yoga class, I'll take 2, and I feel great. And so 2 a day, you should be fine with. Can't go wrong with 2 a day. But one of the things you'll notice is, number one, you're not as thirsty. You're definitely not as thirsty. So 80 to 90 ounces, or if it's half your weight, like for example, this is my water bottle, it's 32 ounces. So I know I need like 2.5 of these basically to be hydrated. But without my electrolytes, I'm overly thirsty, and it's like nothing's like thirst quenching enough. And so the second thing you'll notice too with proper electrolytes is that your coordination will be better, your balance will be better. So for all you cute, clumsy people, I'm one of them, don't worry, I'm not making fun of you. I make fun of myself too. You won't be as clumsy, you'll just still be cute. So then you got your electrolytes. It's gonna help athletes. My athletes live on these during the summer, and they can't risk having loss of hand-eye coordination, especially when it comes to game times. Right, guys? So the third and final benefit of being optimally hydrated with the right amount of electrolytes is more energy. And that's something that we all could use, right? So people at risk, again, for dehydration are elderly, children, kids don't seem to drink enough, so we have to be on our kids about drinking enough water, for sure. I mean, my daughter, she drinks a ton of water, my son, not so much. So everybody's different, needs their own little push in the right direction. So elderly, kids, you have breastfeeding. If you're breastfeeding, when I was breastfeeding, I felt like I was like literally like going from a grape to a raisin. I was like, I'm so thirsty, someone get me water. So if you're breastfeeding. Also, if you're new to the ketogenic diet, you might be losing a lot of electrolytes. So that could be another thing that you might be, that's another group that's at high risk. And so, and also if you've been clinically dehydrated like me, so when I was younger, I was put on IVs, I was very clinically dehydrated. So once that happens, your cells really require more electrolytes and water than the norm. You have to be really on it. So that's it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this Fresh Friday tip on hydration, and that you stay cool out there. And don't forget, subscribe to my channel, tap that bell for notifications. Don't forget, when you live fresh, you nourish the whole you. So have a great day, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.